And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. On third down, Procise. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll hand it off to Procise, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wilson now throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. That goes for a gain of 31.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise, 37 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down. Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. The 20. Over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Right back to Procise. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Halfback sent in motion. On second down, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open.
And Doug Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 53 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
The pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Bennett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the...
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 43 yards. On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Wilson to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. 23 yards on the play. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Second down now after the incompletion. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.